record and share my screen. Okay, so here we are. All right, everyone. So welcome. Here, tonight's call is our first call in our new coach call series in our mentorship program. All right, there's 4 calls altogether. They're going to happen every Tuesday night. Going forward, for any new coaches who might be watching this in the future, you may receive these calls via email, okay? And at the end of each call, there is an assignment. The assignment, when you do the assignment for your accountability, you'll post in our team page when you're done so that we know, myself as your sponsor or whichever coach sponsored you into the team, will know that you are doing your training, okay? So the first call is a easy call tonight, and it's just getting started. What you need to know to get started, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of information thrown at you when you first get signed up. When you first get signed up, you would have gotten an email from corporate within the first 30 minutes of signing up, which walks you through your coach online office. The next step would have been an email from either myself or from your sponsoring coach walking you through some more information about just some general things, pieces of information that you need to know to get started. All right. So tonight's call is just all about getting started in a broader sense. Okay. So the first things first is what we are not as coaches. Okay. I think a lot of people sometimes get confused on this when they first start or even when they're thinking about signing up, right? We as a coach, we are not a fitness professional. We are not personal trainers. That's what the programs themselves are for. The programs are designed by the professionals, right? So we are the support, and the programs and the meal plans are the tools in which we help somebody get results, okay? We're also not nutritionists, and we're not experts in meal planning. All we're doing is basically guiding them in the right direction, guiding them to where they need to find information. So the best thing that I love about this job is that when we start, we all start on the same level. So whether, we have ER doctors, we have dental hygienists, we have nurses, we have myself who's office workers, we have stay-at-home moms, we have people who run daycares, we have, physical therapists, teachers, ER, EMS workers, you name it, they're on our teams, police officers, firefighters. But when we all start at the same level, at the bottom right here on these new coach calls. We all are presented with the exact same trainings and the same information. It's up to each of us on how we receive it and how we put it into action. That is the only difference in someone's success or not being successful. That's it. It's us. So who we are as a coach, what do we do? We're a friend. We're a cheerleader to someone. We're their support. We're a motivator for them. We are a source of information. We provide them with information, guide them in the right direction. And most importantly, the number one thing is that we are on our own journey. We are continually learning ourselves. And when we learn, we share that with other people. We're not, I hear this a lot in here, we're not squirrels. They always say, don't be a squirrel. Don't hoard all that information to yourself. As you learn information, as you learn new things, it's important to be sharing that with others because their success is your success. So even when you have your own coaches, as you learn something new and you're like, hey, listen, this just worked for me, go try that yourself, right? So it's always helping others. That's what we do. That's all we are. We are just someone who's on our own health and fitness journey. We're just trying to better ourselves and we're willing to share that with someone else. And if someone else wants to join us, then we're going to be their support because a lot of people don't have that support. They don't have cheerleaders at home. And that can be the only difference, the biggest difference between them being successful and not successful. That's who we are as a coach. Okay. The big thing to start thinking about when you first get started are, what are your goals? And these should be just like your weight loss journey. These should be tangible goals, okay, that you can measure if you're succeeding working towards them or not. And then it's up to you to hold yourself to these goals. Myself as your mentor, my job in this whole thing, if I'm your sponsoring coach, or if another coach on the team is your sponsoring coach, our role is a mentor. I'm not here to hold your hand. We don't have time to do that. We're not here to hold your hand. I can't talk to people for you. I can't do your workouts for you. I can't do any of those things for you. I'm here just like a coach. I'm here to help guide you, help hold you accountable to your goals, what you said you were going to do, and remind you of your goals so that you remember what you're working towards. So it's important to know, what are your goals? And a lot of people, when you first get started, your goal is probably going to be, I just want to help people. And that's fine. But you need to, on the other side of that, in order to help people, you need to be growing. Because as you grow, that means you're helping people. You're helping more people. So the more you grow, the more people you can help, right? As one single person, I can only help so many people. But as more coaches join the team, and as our team keeps growing, we keep helping more and more people. And the biggest piece to that, and it's one thing to talk about, but Hurricane Harvey just happened, right? And it's been through the company and through this opportunity that a lot of people have been able to give back in a substantial way. So for some people, growing your business and growing that income gives you the means to give back, to give more, to really maybe develop something outside of coaching that you've always been passionate about, right? I know I had another coach previously that she's still on the team, but she really wanted to do a lot of mission work, right? That was her goal, to raise money to go on missions, right? So whatever your goal is, that could be what you're working towards. What is that goal? When you first start out, paying for your Shakeology might be your very first goal. I mean, that's a pretty good goal, just to pay for your Shakeology, right? Maybe it's earning $4 or $5 extra $100 a month. Maybe it's to earn 6 or 7 figures a year. All of those things are possible, completely possible. And through these trainings, we're going to show you how to be able to do that. Okay. So growing your business, it really revolves around one thing. We help others. And not just in the sense that we help others reach their goals and really grow a crazy, awesome business, right? And the question always is, okay, great, but how do I do that? Well, the big thing is through learning, through these trainings, through going out there and putting into action what you're learning, okay? Because it's one thing to learn something and read it and watch a video and then just sit on it. But if you go and listen to something, watch a video, learn it, then go put it into action, keep putting it into action, build you momentum, okay? The biggest thing here when you're building a business is what we call a Success Club or a Life Changers Club. Success Club really is not a measure of your success. Everybody measures success differently, but really it's changing lives. That's what we're here to do, right? That's our business, is to change people's lives, whether it's financially through the opportunity, the coaching opportunity, or through one of our programs. Remember, those are the tools, right? How we help people. It's our job to find out what they're struggling with, and then what piece of our tools do we have that will help them with that. So helping a minimum of 3 people a month is one of the very first steps on helping your business grow, is helping 3 people. And helping 3 people with a challenge pack is part of it. So a challenge pack is our bundled program where you have your Shakeology and your fitness program, which is probably how most of you started. So each challenge pack that you sell to a customer or get a coach started with equals 2 Success Club points, right? And you earn a minimum of $40 for each challenge pack that's sold. Get 3 people started, that earns you 6 Success Club points. The first 3 months as a coach, if you earn 6 Success Club points in the first 3 months as a coach, you're going to earn a free ticket to Summit. Summit is our yearly coaching conference that we have every year. Last year it was in New Orleans. This year coming up in 2018 will be in Indianapolis. Also, as you start growing and as you start hitting what's called Success Club, so 6 points is the minimum. As you grow, that shows the company that, hey, listen, I'm serious about this business and I want to grow a business. And when the company sees that, then they reward you, and they reward you with free leads, so free customers. So if you've seen our infomercials out there, anyone who orders a program through the infomercial gets assigned a free coach. So that could be you. You could get customers from those infomercials. We also have also some of our programs are on Amazon. So if someone signs up through Amazon, again, they get assigned a free coach. So that could be you. As you grow larger, and if you can hit 10 Success Club points, which is helping 5 people, if you can help 5 people a month and get up to the 10 Success Club points, then you start getting free leads, plus you get free Shakeology leads, which means anyone that goes to the Shakeology website and just orders a bag of Shakeology can get assigned a free coach. And if they do that, then you get the commission from that as well. So it's basically earning free money if you get up into that point. You also get recognition each month. So each month there is what's called a Success Club prize that gets awarded to the coaches who hit Success Club. Some months it's a t-shirt, some months it's a program, some months it's a bobblehead, some months it's personal development. This month is, for the month of September, our Success Club prize is a private call with Hal Elrod, and he is the author of, what is the book? It's something about how to be successful before 8 a.m., something like that. I've read a couple of his, he's got a couple of books, and they're really, really good books. But he's one of them. You know, Darren Hardy we've got private calls with Darren Hardy. We've gotten private calls with Jen Sincero from the author of You Are a Badass. We've gotten private calls with quite a few notable people. And that's what your reward is basically for growing your business, which is nice because you get, it's not about those things, but it's nice to be recognized for doing the work, right? So that's one piece of it. And we'll get more and more into these things as we grow. But again, this is, again, a broad overview of it all. So I want you to think about setting your goals. You need to start setting your goals now, right? So what are you going to earn in September? What are you going to earn in October? What are you going to earn in November? Your Emerald rank advancement date. When is that date going to be? Getting to Emerald can be very easy. It's you plus 2 coaches. So you plus 2 people. When I went to Emerald, when I first signed up, I literally was told, I was like, okay, what do I do? And my coach said to me, you need to get to Emerald. That's the first step. That's, your business is open when you get to Emerald. And I was like, okay, how do I get to Emerald? She's like, you need to sign up 2 coaches. And I'm like, okay. And within a week, I went Emerald because that's all I knew how to do. That's all she said to me was, you got to go out, find 2 people, sign them up as a coach. I was like, okay. So I went out. I signed up my mom because my mom wanted to do 21-day fix with me. And I was like, okay, well, if you're going to sign up for it, why don't you sign up for a discount and help me grow my business at the same time? We can work together. And she was like, okay. Second person was an old friend of mine that I worked with before. I called her up and I said, listen, I got this wicked opportunity. I just stumbled into it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, you and I worked together before. We had a lot of fun with it. I'd love for you to come do this with me. I'm going to do the 21-day fix. And she's like, I was just looking at that program. I'm like, okay, great. Well, why don't you come sign up with a discount? You'll get a discount on your Shakeology and you can be one of my coaches and we'll work this business together. And she was like, okay, sounds great. Oh, signed up. So it's really a decision. It can be that simple. It's Only us that holds ourselves back from those things. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about when I talked to these people. I was just excited about it and was like, listen, I just found this wicked opportunity. I'm really, really excited about it. I really want you to come do this with me, right? That girl, she never even worked the business. She never even opened her package. Like, she never even did one workout, right? Like, she didn't do nothing. But she helped me get to Emerald. And then by the time she ended up quitting, I already had somebody else there. So it didn't matter. But it's like, that's just how it happens, right? The biggest thing here is when you're setting your goals, you need to put a date on them. It has to have a date so that you know what you're working towards, right? You can't say, I want to be Emerald by this time next year. That's ridiculous, right? It should be, I want to be Emerald by the end of September. Boom. That's your date. Work towards that, right? Everything you do, all your movements work towards that goal, getting yourself to that goal. And then, we mentioned back here that every time you sell a challenge pack, you help someone get set up with a challenge pack, you earn a minimum of $40 for that challenge pack. That is only one way out of multiple ways that we earn in this business. The biggest thing is that's how you get started. So for myself, my income mainly comes from my team. So what my team is doing, how my team is growing, flows into what's called a team cycle bonus. So that income that I'm making off my team cycle bonus is more now than my commissions from what I do in retail. So it always goes back to, we are a team. Your success is my success, and we're here to help each other grow. That's what we're here to do, right? As one of us becomes successful, then we're reaching back and we're helping the next one become successful. We're always helping each other. So that's the main way to think about it. How do I know what I'm going to earn, right? So think about it. Every time you help one person get set up, that's $40. So how many people, how much money do you want to make? That's how many people you're going to need to help. Your income in this business is directly reflected on the amount of people you help. That's it. That's how you can figure that out. Okay. So the elephant in the room of all of this is, you are the key to this business succeeding or not. Okay. It all comes down to you. So I know when everyone first gets started, you are super, super overwhelmed with it all.
Okay.
So when you first get started, I know you're super overwhelmed. You're probably sitting here overwhelmed right now and have no idea what I'm talking about. And that's okay. Because when you get started, you don't need to know it all. You really don't need to know it all. You don't. You take it piece by piece and just day by day. And the more you keep putting what you're learning into action, the more confidence you're going to gain along the way, right? So if you're super excited and you're like, oh my God, I want to call my best friend and be like, holy crap, you got to come do this with me. I want you to, let's do it together. Then go do that. But the only way you're going to learn in this business is by putting it into action. This business is action-based. You can't just watch a video and then not go do anything, right? Like, this is about taking action on it. The first step is yourself. Doing your workout, drinking your Shakeology, working towards your own results. That's always the first key to all of this business. And then from there, you're going to share what you're doing. That's it. It can be that simple, right? So it comes down to, like I said, it comes down to you. So we're all presented the same trainings, the same opportunity, the same 24 hours in a day, the same everything. It's going to be up to you what you do with it and what you don't do with it, right? It's small, tiny actions that lead to the bigger results. So your week 1 assignment. So at the end of tonight, after you've watched this call, your assignment for week 1 is going to be making a list of 100 names. So, and I want you to put, when you write down your 100 names, you can write them down like 10 each in a block, write them down and post them in the team page. So In your Coach Online office, you may not have gone in and seen it yet, but there is a trainings tab in there. And under there, there is a memory jogger to help you jog your memory under who you know. You know more than 100 people. You probably might have more than 100 people on your Facebook, but it can be anyone. It can be your immediate family, mother, brother, sister, uncles, cousins, second cousins twice removed. It can be your mailman. It could be the grocery store lady. It could be anybody. You know a bunch of people, okay? You make a list of 100 names. Sit and start thinking about them. It'll jog your memory. Kids are back in school now, so that means all the teachers, if they play sports, their coaches, all the other moms. There's names upon names, right? Then make sure to set your goals for yourself. So go back and think about your goals and what your first goal should be. 1 should be to get your Shakeology paid for. 2 should be advancing to Emerald. And then 3 could be you want to earn a certain amount. If you could earn this amount of money a month, that would be great, right? Make sure and be realistic about that. Everyone's just new and just starting, right? You certainly have the potential. If you want to make $1,000 a month, you definitely have the potential to do that, but you need to be realistic and know that this business is growing. So every month it grows on top of the following month, right? So you might make a couple $100 this month, and then next month you might make 400, and then the next month might be 6, and then the next month might be 8. Like it all grows on top of each other, right? As you keep helping your 3 people, a minimum of 3. Don't just stop at 3. That's just a minimum, right? That's just a recommended kind of thing. As you keep helping every month those amount of people, you'll grow and grow and grow and grow. It just starts, it's really, really amazing actually how quickly it snowballs and just takes off on its own. It really is. Make sure you're in a challenge group. That's a priority. Make sure you're in a challenge group. Make sure you're working on your own results. You need that before and after. You should be in a challenge group, and you should be the number 1 challenger in that group, leading by example, right? So that others see what you're doing and following you, and you're getting your own results. And then from there, you're going to start making just 1 post a day about what you're doing. That's it. It doesn't have to be anything flashy. Just 1 post. It could be about your workout that day. And then the next day it could be about, your breakfast you had or your lunch you had, maybe how you use your containers to get that, how it fits into your meal plan, how you're feeling at that moment. Maybe on Friday you could post something, maybe you're struggling with something. Maybe it's a Saturday and you've been really busy grocery shopping all day and you've struggled to get your water in today. Like, share those things. The one thing we do not share is taking your Shakeology cup like that. That means nothing to nobody. And one thing with Facebook, they have changed their algorithms. So if you're posting about your program name, if you're posting the Shakeology name, if you're posting brand names like that, like 21 Day Fix, Shift Shop, Shakeology, your post will get buried in the news feed and nobody will see it. Facebook will not push it out to people for your friends to see. They will not. So, use things. If you're doing 21 Day Fix, you would say a weight cardio-based program. Shift Shop could be, that's a cardio weight-based program too. Have use whatever program, the program that you're doing, your training that you're doing right now, whatever it is you want to say. For my Shakeology, I've been calling it my supplements, my vitamin supplement, my nutrient supplement, right? That's all I've been calling it lately. The idea is to be somewhat vague so that people ask you questions. What's in that cup you're drinking? What do you mean it's a supplement? What kind of supplements are you taking, right? Being a little vague so it makes people ask a question, so then you can get in private message and private message people. Always, everything is done in private message, not in the comment section of your post. All you do is, again, keeping it vague. So if you message someone and say, I'll message you and let you know, then someone else is going to be like, oh, I want you to message me and tell me too, right? Because it's like a secret, right? People want to know those things. They want in on it. So, and then from there, start talking to people on your contacts list. You don't have to invite them. There's no mentioning Beachbody. There's no mentioning anything you're doing. All you're doing is talking to these people and becoming their friend again. Maybe these are people you haven't talked to in a while. Message them and be like, hey, I just saw that your kids went back to school. I can't believe they're in grade 6 and 7 now. Like, oh my God, where's the time gone, right? Like, just start a conversation with them. Just be a normal person and start a normal conversation with people, right? That's it. Nothing weird. So that's it. Easy peasy. Week 1, make your contact list of 100 names, set your goals, post those in the team page. Then you're just going to make sure you're in a challenge group, which you probably already are, but you're working on your own goals. And then you're just going to start sharing 1 post a day. That's it. Maybe on Monday, you share a Motivation Monday with people. Maybe you struggled to get up that morning and get your workout in, but you did. Like, maybe that's your Monday morning post. Tuesday, maybe you share a recipe on Tuesday about what you're having for lunch and how your containers work in that. Wednesday might be, I don't know, you talk about how you're feeling that day. Thursdays, maybe you talk about Shakeology. You don't have to say the word Shakeology, but when you talk about Shakeology, it's important to explain why. What were you struggling with before? Did you lack a lot of energy? Maybe you're drinking it in the afternoon because it gives you energy in the afternoon to get through the rest of the day. That's what you need to talk about. Oh my God, you ever get those 3 p.m. slumps? Like, I've always struggled with wanting to take a nap at 3 o'clock. But ever since I started drinking my nutrient supplement here, holy crap, I've got energy for days. Like, if you struggle with energy, I tell you, this could be a game changer for you. It's been for me. That's it. I don't even have to show this. I could just be sitting like this right now, and all you see is just the top of my cup, and that's the picture I take. That's it. You don't see my actual drink, right? So just little tips and food for thought. So again, I'll reiterate, I know this is overwhelming, and I know that there's going to be a lot of information here, but again, you're going to take it step by step, right? Just one thing at a time. This is totally a business that is your own pace. Everybody has different goals. Everybody's going to work this business differently. How I work my business is not going to be how you work your business. And that's totally okay, right? That's why you set your own goals. I can't set your goals for you. You set your own goals, and then it's my job to help you understand how to work towards those goals, okay? And where to find the resources to help you when you have questions. Yeah, so that's it. That's week 1. That's enough for week 1 to get you started and keep you going from there. So I'm excited for week 2, which is next Tuesday, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Atlantic time. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please post them in the team page. Or you can private message me, but I prefer if you put them in the team page, because then everyone benefits from the answer when someone answers you. Plus, there's more than just me for coaches on the team. So if someone else knows the answer, then they will guide you as well. So don't be shy and post in the team page if you do have any questions. Yeah, and that's it.